Hi, fellow traders. Welcome back to the third part of my trading setups video. Okay, remember earlier we traded FCX. We did the opening range breakout and we did the first pullback, which turned out to be a VWAP trade. And right now, and we were looking at HLF. Remember, we saw it at this level. And this is when we left out, this is where it kind of popped up a little bit. Then it, came back down. Right here, it got held up on this level. Just bounced off of here, went right back up to the 9. This was kind of a decent scalp, but not really what I'm looking for. I was waiting for the 9, and I would have taken this trade had this thing closed above the 9 and pushed. So right now, that's what I'm waiting on right here to take this trade. I'm waiting on, it's kind of hard to see the 2-minute here, but you can kind of see it right here. The volume is going to come in, and you can look at this spread now. 3 cents. It'll be 2 cents here, 1 cent. You see how close the spread's starting to get. Every now and then you'll get this crazy spread, but sorry. Every now and then you'll get this crazy spread that will pop up, but for the most part, it's going to be trading, within the range that we're looking for. Here we go. This is just what I'm looking for. It's starting to trade above the 9, so that's my confirmation. So I'm going in 300 shares here. Okay. So now what I'm looking for it to do is to make a move back up here to the VWAP. This is the level that it kind of consolidated on earlier. I am a little concerned about it. But if I have to take it off here, that's fine. I still got a little bit of profit. But here we got this big candle now. It's working. And you see all this volume came in. When it came in, the spreads got to where we can actually trade it. So you still got a little bit of jumpiness, but the spreads are getting closer. And it's giving us a better opportunity to actually get in and trade this. So my average was 52.74. So I'm already, up pretty good on here. And we got in when the spreads were tight. Now the spreads are widening out. But we're good into this trade. We're good into, our profit. So right now I'm not too concerned about it. I know that when I get ready to get out, I can find an area where everything is gonna, get real close. But this is where a lot of people get into trouble with their reversals. Here it's coming off a level of support. The 9 moving average is right here. It stuffs it. This is why I always say I'm not going to take a reversal trade until it pushes the 9 and it closes above it. Same thing, it did it here again, came down, and it still tried it. But until this trades above the 9 moving average, I'm not interested in taking it. So right now I'm looking to see, what it's going to do with this level. Here at 53.33. I'm in at 52.74, so that's, if I have to get out here, that's a pretty decent profit. It's not, anything to sneeze at. So right now we're watching it. But while we're waiting on this to see what this is going to do, take a look back up here at FCX. This is what we traded earlier. You see it started getting choppy. The volume has gone out. After lunch, it lost volume, and this is a high float ticker. So when you lose volume and you lose this much volume, it's not going to do anything. It's going to sit here, and it's probably going to hug the VWAP for the rest of the day. You may get volume back in, it may get a pop, but you're not going to get the good moves like you got, like we got earlier in the day. All right, let's look back at HLF. Let's see what it's going to do. See if it's going to push this. Now, this is what I like to see coming in. I like to see the 9 coming up. It's probably going to cross the 20, and it's going to keep driving, this ticker back up. That's what I'm looking for in this trade. That's exactly what I'm looking for. All right, see, it's pushed above this level now. We've got 2 candles that's printing above it. And, I should have a clean trade up to the VWAP. I'm not in enough shares to where I can take half off in all of this. I'm only in 300 shares. That's all the buying power that I want to use. That's all the margin that I'm going to allow myself to use. So, and you can make pretty decent money just trading small shares. You just have to be patient and watch it grow. Here we're starting to base on this area right here, which is good. If it consolidates here, then it may be a sign of it wanting to push above the VWAP. So right now I'm just in a holding pattern. I'm just waiting to see if it's going to get the VWAP. Yep, so it is moving up. We're getting a nice push now. Getting some volume coming back in. Hopefully it's going to drive it up. I like to see it kind of consolidate here because that kind of tells me that I'm going to get the move that I want to get. Have a good chance of it getting up there. So we have this 5-minute candle is about to close. And see the 9, it's actually, it crossed over here, crossed the 20 here. Now it's pushing up over this area. Used to be resistance, now support. So I believe we're going to get this move that we're looking for. And like I said, I'm not going to hold it. Once it gets up to the VWAP, that's my profit target. I'm not going to sit around and wait. If it blows through it, great. That'll just give me a couple of extra cents. But once I set my profit targets, they're pretty much set in stone. That's where I'm going to take profit. And waiting for this move. I'm expecting it. Everything is the spread is still good. Not happy with the volume that's coming in now. I'm not too sure about that now. Volume is what drives the price on these tickers, and hopefully we can get a big flood of volume. All right, here we go. got the VWAP. Out. That's just what I wanted. Here, per textbook reversal trade, was patient, waited for it to close above the 9 before I took my reversal position. Could have easily tried to take it here and not really made anything. Could have easily got in early and possibly, give up on the trade. Waited till it crossed the 9, moved up, $432 on a 300 share position. It's like I always say, you don't need a whole lot of money to make money like this. It's just a matter of sticking to your rules, having a good system, having a good setup, trusting your trade, sticking to your rules, not trying to overtrade. If it's not there, if it's not your day, leave it alone. If the market's not working for your setups, don't trade. Like and I said before, there can be days where I will not take a trade at all. I could go 2-3 days without taking a trade. But on those 2 days that I do take a trade, you add these two together, you do that twice a week, you're going to have a pretty good week. So again, anybody that has any questions they want to ask, here's my information. Just give me a shout out. I'll be glad to share with you, what I do. Kind of give you a more focused approach on it. So that's about it. I know I didn't show you any short positions. The software that I use doesn't allow me to short live like this. So later on, I'll have some other charts where I can show you some of the short positions that I took. But all it is, the shorts are just the opposite of the longs that I showed you. Just invert the trades, and I use the same rules. They're just inverted. It's just that simple. I'm from the KISS method. I'm from the KISS school, keep it simple, stupid. So I try to keep it as simple as possible, but I do use the tools and the indicators that are necessary for me to, manage my risk and manage the trades. All right, and that's all for me for right now. So everybody have a good evening, and I will see you in chat.